Hello, this is Sparadime, and this is a battle of the PZ-38H on mines that I recorded. This is the first of videos I've done with actual voice overload. Now, when I find myself in this position here at the mines, I usually try to think of hill, and I usually put out this hill, anyone, try to get an idea of any consensus. But this is being Tier 2, it's probably a lot of inexperienced players who are not used to that type of strategy. Now another one of my tricks is I usually load with a premium ammo right off the start. And the reason I do this is I don't know who I'm going to run into. The PZ-38H has limited penetration on some tanks at Tier 2, mainly the T-18. So there's a chance then that we can come across the T-18. Now in a faster tank, I would have continued right all the way up into near where the mine is, so I can shoot then from the side there going down. But in a slower tank, I will go along the left of the big rock there, use the rock and the incline as a cover. Now we see here is this tier T2 medium, and I immediately switch back to standard because we can penetrate that. And then I noticed I started getting hit a little bit by this guy, which was a little confusing at first, but I had a suspicion is that person using premium ammo as well. And he all of a sudden took base, and I was like, well, this person's showing a little... When I got that hit there, I knew he's probably using premium ammo. So then at this point, then I switched over to premium ammo myself. I needed to take this person out. And one more shot. And there. Took him out. Now I was concerned that someone was going to flank me on the right here. And there was. And in fact, I started pulling back because that Cruiser 3 could have circled around the back behind me, but decided just to hang there. That's, of course, I hit the adrenaline, because he's just going to stay there. I'm going to keep going until I can take him out. The rest of this is just to go up the hill now and see who we can get here. T-26, nice lucky shot, taking out the track. I stay on the premium ammo because I'm going towards turret. As you saw there, I'm going back down and getting out of range, his shots hit the ground. Even though the Panzer 38T is a little slow, you can do these pop from cover type shots. It's a short little tank, so it doesn't need that much of an incline. But you do have to get a little closer to the enemy if they decide to push. Now I'm trying to find out who's going to come out first. Oh, T2 medium. I take the first shot with premium, but switch back to standard because that's fine enough. And he's firing just standard because he didn't make any hits on that one. I don't know if he's using his buddy as his former colleague as a barrier, but I'm going to take him out. Now the last one to take out was the T-18, and this is the one I was a bit concerned about. With the T-18 and the Panzer 38, there's only a few places on the front that actually can penetrate, like the flat plate that's right below the gun, and sometimes I can penetrate on the side, like right there. But he was able to get a shot into me too, and his reloading time is about the same as mine. And this is where it gets a little nervous here, because you're trading shots. And right there, is it him or me? I don't know. It's me. As you can see from the scores, the Panzer 38H is definitely capable of giving significant damage on the team. While it's not what we call an overpowering on Tier 2, that would be more of a T-18 type tank with the 3-inch howitzer. The Panzer 38 definitely can give you a definite advantage on the battlefield for the wins. Now for the badges, yes, only the Top Gun Award, even though there was 5 destroyed enemy. The Bradley is not available in the below Tier 5. So You just have to put up with those things unless you get it's either Top Gun or, of course, going to the 7 kill. Now, sometimes when there was an interesting shot exchange, like for instance between me and the T2 medium here, I was wondering if he was using APCR. So here you can see the a screenshot from that particular moment. And then I looked at my angle and their angle, and I looked at the type of cannon that was being used there. So then I went over to the Armor Inspector. That is a great app then for looking or working out some of these type of scenarios as to what would happen with terms of penetration. And I tried to put the Panzer 38 in the similar position using the same 38mm Browning gun that's on the T2. And this is the profile that you would see with standard armor piercing. As you can see here, most of the tank is red. So the chances of that person actually, I just put a shot right there in the center right there, would be a very low chance for penetration. And since this person was giving multiple shots of penetration, if you go to the next shot here, which I just show here, this is the same angle now with changing the ammo to APCR. As you can see, there's a lot more green now available. So this leads me to believe that a high probability that that player was also using APCR. And that's things you have to watch out on the battlefield. And I do this occasionally when I come across a few interesting situations that come on the battlefield. I'm like, how did this happen? And go to the Armor Inspector and actually go through and try to come up with the right angles and that. I believe this is a good exercise for people to start to learn about what the capabilities of your tank, and also to watch out and change your tactics as the time progresses in the game as when you see results. But anyways, this was a very good game, and if you don't have the Panzer 38H, if it does come up for sale again in there, I would strongly recommend you consider this this tank. It is the Minnie Mouse, and it's definitely a fun tank to run around with. All right, thanks, and happy hunting.